Good morning and welcome to yet another wonderful edition of the Morning Drive on Providence Television International. I wish you a wonderful day and we thank God for the gift of life. My name is Ogbebo Ikekwa and I am not alone in the studio this morning. I have with me
Edna Caesar Garrett. Welcome on board.
Thanks for staying tuned as usual. On the program, we'll start off with our paper review and we're moving straight to the Vanguard newspaper where we have a screaming header that states, "Stay clear of our internal affairs. Federal government wants foreign powers." We have a rider to that effect that says, 7 Polish nationals arrested over Russian flags in Kano. This is from the DSS. And thugs harass journalists. Beat up protesters in Rivers State. Army also arrests soldier whose warning shot killed a 16-year-old in Zaria. And still in relation, still relative to that, Chief of Army Staff delegation visits the family of the 16-year-old who was killed. And we move over from the Vanguard newspaper to the Punch newspaper, where we have a screaming header that says, "Hunger protest loses steam as DSS grills 7 foreigners."
Moving on now to the Daily Times newspaper, it says Tinubu's reforms aimed at addressing past mistakes. This is coming from the Information Minister. And still under the Daily Times, it says President is determined to implement reforms that would drive sustainable growth and improve quality of life for all citizens. That is coming from the Daily Times. Away from that now to Daily Independent, the headlines say federal government rejects foreign interference, launches probe into violence. And still under the Daily Independent says Tinubu didn't take office to make life difficult for citizens. Still under Daily Times, there we have burning politicians' houses could lead to anarchy. This is coming from the NNPC. They are warning the citizens.
And on the Blueprint newspapers, we have a screaming headline there. "This turbulence will soon be over. Tinubu begs Nigerians once again." We have a rider to that effect that says federal government warns against interference. And another rider, the federal government says reforms are necessary to correct past mistakes.
Moving on to New Telegraph newspaper, it says hardship protest. The war's now over, says federal government. And still under there, it says federal government also says it is commented to preventing a reoccurrence of the hardship protest. This is coming from the New Telegraph newspaper. And now to the Guardian, it says amid hurdles, public varsities make 12 billion naira from transcript requests in 5 years. And still under there, the Guardian newspaper, it says in another address, Tinubu asks Nigerians to look beyond temporary pains. Now, Ogbebo,
Yes.
our president is saying we should look beyond the temporary pain. For how long do you think we can wait?
Well, we're Nigerians. The truth of the matter is that it is not a slight where it is actually said that Nigerians suffer and smile, although that should not be taken advantage of. But the truth is that everything takes a process. And from what the federal government is saying, that there's a process on ground. So, well, we'll be the long suffering as the case may be. We'll still have to bear as the case may be.
We'll still have to bear, but even as we speak,
yes,
some people are still finding it very difficult to feed.
No, the truth of the matter is, you see, when people talk about issues as regards poverty, you will know that even from times of old, poverty has never been a situation that has left society. Well, let's say that it shouldn't be on the high side. And so it's not like I'm not in, I do not share the sentiments of those who are finding it difficult. Things are quite rough. But then, what do? We won't kill ourselves. Since the federal government is saying that there are going to be reforms, then let's have reforms.
let's have reforms, but poverty have not really have been not this bad in aspects of feeding, transport, anything you can talk about. It is really, really on the high side.
My disposition has always been that it will get better.
Okay, it will get better. Let's hope and let's continue to wait as the president has promised.
Like I would always say, it will get better, and in the same vein, it's going to get better on Providence Television International, as we have the newspaper analysis coming up just after this segment. Don't go away.
Jesus, smile on me, open the memory. Butterflies in the belly, open a summer. See the way you love me, see the way you care for me. You carry my matter for your head. Like a little baby, you watch over me, oh. You know they carry me, they play, oh. Because of Jesus, I've got